Hello. For not having many classes today, I only have one because it's Tuesday. I actually have quite a bit to talk about. So first, let's talk about I'm on medication again. So if you notice that my videos are less entertaining, please tell me because then I'll obviously stop taking my medication because making these videos is way more important than being good at school. Also, that's a joke. But also, my medication is hopefully going to help me focus into later hours of the day. I'm surprised I went so long without taking it. So what I'm going to do, I'm also, I went in to get it prescribed for a lower dosage. So what I need to do now is go in. I got it already. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I need to do now is lose weight because I also realized when I went in to get my medication prescribed, they did my weight and I was weighing 195. And I thought to myself, I've never even been in the 190s and now I'm closer to I'm closer to 200 than I am 190, and that's scary for me because I don't want to be fat. That is definitely fat. Being 190 and being 5'11", that's fat. And being 195 is more so than that. So I definitely need to go to the gym and run more, which I'm going to do today. Having my medication is going to help my appetite not be so high because when I'm off my medication, my appetite is just really, really high. I can't control that as much. I can only control what I do with my energy. And I was working out. I was working out enough to not be fat, I think. But I still am. My goal is to get down to 175. I don't know how long it will take. I just know the steps I need to do to make it happen. I know I need to run, which I've ran before in the past. So that's not even really a huge issue right now. My main issue is going to be time because the time I spend at the gym is going to basically increase by maybe even 30 minutes. I was thinking about running 15 when I start and then 15 when I leave, but I might just run 30 or 20 when I start, 20 minutes before I start, or 30. I don't know. It all depends on how I feel, and I might end up just going to straight running to decrease the amount of weight I have because that's more important to me than lifting weights. But I also looked up information that said lifting weights is a good way to have higher resting metabolism after you work out. So that means when I'm just sitting there, I'm using more energy than I normally would. Can't believe we've gotten to the 3-minute 23-second mark and I haven't even I haven't even really talked about my day. Now, this is all part of my day, but I haven't really talked about school. I'm going to be studying tonight a lot more. Mainly going to be taking notes for accounting, so that way I don't have to worry about that the rest of this week, and I can do some example problems in environmental engineering. I think that'll be good. I don't really have a funny video for today, but I'm sure I'll find one before I upload this video, as I always do. I mean, I find something that's funny. I find it really fast. I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to think of a funny video. I've been forgetting to do that recently. It was nice when I had a backlog of funny videos, but then I was like, is that really funny? And then I'm just like, okay, I guess it's funny enough once I'm actually in the uploading part of YouTube. Beyond that, I don't know what else there is to talk about. I didn't go to any place interesting like I did yesterday. I did get Hershey's Kisses that are strawberry, but I'm not going to eat those for a while just because I know once I start eating one, I want to eat the rest, and I can't do that anymore. I have to be more controlled with how I eat. That's the main, beyond working out, that's almost secondary to working out because working out is more fun than choosing not to eat certain things. So, yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's get to February 21st. Okay, I'll actually read this one for history. World War I's Battle of Verdun begins. On February 21st, 1916, the Battle of Verdun began at 7:12 a.m. when German artillery bombarded French forces along a 12-mile front near Verdun in northeastern France. Verdun would become the longest single battle of World War I. The area around Verdun contained scores of major and minor forts on which the French had historically relied for protection of their eastern border. The Germans determined to bleed France white by launching their attack, yet despite heavy German advantages in manpower and materiel, the battle would last until December 18th, 1916. Both sides suffered great losses, 133,000 for the French, 120,000 for the Germans. Of particular note was the German use of flamethrowers, although the British experimented with the technology and put it to use in the Battle of Somme, which began in July 1916, in the midst of fighting at Verdun. Okay, my reading comprehension has been going down. I should probably read more, but I hate reading, so I'm not going to do that. And I definitely don't have enough free time to frickin' read. I'd rather play video games than just read that. Okay? When Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls, how many NBA championships did he win? That's 6. That's easy. That's so easy. That might actually be the easiest one that they ask. I mean, even asking what color is the sky and you say blue, I mean, it's not always blue. Sometimes it's red. Sometimes it's gray. And sometimes it's black. I assume that's how it gets when you have tons of pollution. We don't have that where I live. I live in Nebraska. I don't know why that's a huge surprise. I was like, I don't want to tell them where I live, but I clearly am going to UNL, and I say I walk to campus. So I'm not walking from Iowa to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln every day. That's not even possible. It would take at least 2 days to get here. That would be a sick walk, though. I'd get really tired, and I wouldn't be able to sleep. And I think I would just give up and ask for an Uber, even though it would be really expensive. I would never hitchhike, because hitchhiking is just really dangerous, because you don't know what kinds of people who are willing to pick you up. And same thing goes for picking up hitchhikers. You don't know what kinds of people you're picking up either, so never pick them up. Okay? That's my advice for today. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I didn't have as much energy because, it's more contained than it normally is. So, if you want to stop watching my videos, then fine. You can do that. I don't care. Because, you know what? I'm 20, and I need to do well in school so I can have a good rest of my life. Outro.